Epilepsy is now the second commonest cause of maternal death, according to Tim Betts. Epilepsy is a neurological disorder that causes seizures in the brain. Epilepsy affects a lot of children, and for some reason it just goes away, and doctors don't know why. There is no cure for epilepsy. However, children can get surgery of the brain to try to correct it, in which part of the brain is removed, but this does not always work. However, people with epilepsy can also take medications or different combinations of medications. However, these medications come along with very bad side effects. It is proven that epilepsy may develop in teenage females due to their two hormones, progesterone and estradiol. The frequency of their seizures may increase during their menstrual cycles. This type of epilepsy is called catamenial epilepsy, which only develops in females. Women with epilepsy have a lot greater chance of developing polycystic ovaries, no matter what kind of anti-epileptic medication they are taking. Polycystic ovaries are cysts that develop on the ovaries, which cause women to be less likely to have children. Women with epilepsy have a lower fertility rate than women without epilepsy. However, women with epilepsy do give birth to normal, healthy babies. Little is known about the effects of anti-epileptic medication on women who are pregnant or breastfeeding. According to Tim Betts, there can be abnormalities in babies whose mothers are epileptic. The following are some of the abnormalities: lesions incompatible with independent life or obvious birth, learning disabilities, spina bifida, cleft jaw and palate syndrome, skeletal abnormalities, microcephaly, and hypospadias. If a female has catamenial epilepsy, it can get worse when they become elderly and start menopause. According to Luth, in his article, Female Issues in Epilepsy, a Critical Review, women with catamenial epilepsy might experience an increase in seizure frequency in perimenopause. According to Kramer, in an article, women with epilepsy may experience early menopause, about 3 years earlier than the average. According to John Meacham, in his article, A Storm in the Brain, on Newsweek, epilepsy is as common as breast cancer and takes as many lives. 1 in 10 people will suffer a seizure during their lifetime. A total of more than 3 million Americans are affected by epilepsy, more than multiple sclerosis, cerebral palsy, muscular dystrophy, and Parkinson's disease combined. Epilepsy has been around since biblical times, and more soldiers are coming back from wars with traumatic head injuries that they have developed epilepsy themselves. So how is it that epilepsy has a lot less funding compared to other diseases? Breast cancer has about 10 times as more funding as epilepsy, and yet people have epilepsy as much as many people with breast cancer, and it takes just as many lives. Epilepsy has been around for centuries and centuries, and how is it still that we don't know as much as we should? We as the people need to stand up and do something about it. We need to call your local government or write an email and tell them epilepsy needs more funding, because women, more and more women, are getting epilepsy and they are giving birth. We need to know what kind of medications they can or can't take to make sure that their baby is safe and unharmed and healthy when they're born.